Welcome to Talk with Paula, Mental Health and Addiction Awareness. Happy New Year, 2023, to be the best year yet for everyone. We all deserve a fresh slate, a fresh start, a new beginning. I'm excited to announce my organization is growing. I remember when I first started, I said, if I can reach at least one person, then I have made a difference. I have reached over 100 and growing. Many connections and people getting involved, which is amazing. Mental health and addiction are no longer being swept under the rug. Talk about it, get it out there. Shit's real. Aloha, ask, listen, observe, help, and ask again. I care. I know several that are struggling right now and that they feel like a bag of crap. Be the reason that they smile. Make a difference. You're not alone. People care. I care. I brought along happy bags because I know I've chatted about these numerous times, and I'm going to give you an example, which actually Lori asked, well, how do you get these? So what happens is, here's some happy bags I have. I just dropped something, but I can give you an idea. We make them for men, women, and children. A lot of times people will reach out to me saying, one of their relatives is having a tough time. I get it in different ways. They'll either stop at the house, I'll hear from somebody that I'll maybe see at the local grocery store, or they'll reach out to me in an email. But this is an example of like a ladies one. Of course, everybody loves sweet treats. I have a nice hat. We have a towel, a scarf, body wash, a t-shirt. And this is actually my organization, which is PA's Way, and 2 bath bombs. And this is just an example. They all vary. And I am excited to announce Pam Zappano from Pam's Delights. I don't know if anybody's ever had her stuff, but she actually is going to be making sweet treats that are going to be put in the bags. In addition, my neighbor who works at the school system runs across bags all the time. And so she just gave me like 4 or 5, which I thought was kind of cool. So if you ever want to donate anything for the happy bags, I mean, we do, a lot of stuff is donated, a lot of stuff is purchased, but feel free to reach out to me, and I do know my email is going to be at the bottom. So as I continue with my wellness self-care for the next few months, I'm excited to introduce today our guest. Today I'm joined by Lori Wright, a familiar face by many throughout this community. She's currently a yoga instructor at DG Bodyworks located in Proctorsville. I had the pleasure of taking an online yoga class about a year ago. At that time, she provided a special for people that followed my group, PA's Way, to be able to do classes in the comfort of your own home, which was awesome and appreciated. So welcome, Lori, and thank you so much for joining me. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here today, Paula.
Sure.
I think you and I share a common thread where our mission is really to help others. And for me, I found my yoga journey really helped me to help others really connect with a little bit more of their own heart and who they are, and to let go of concern about judgment from others. And that's actually what I found for myself when I first started with yoga. I've been in the fitness industry for 30 years, and it was when I started a consistent yoga practice that I became less judgmental against myself, less judgmental against others. I really became a better mother, a better lover, a better human being, and I want to share those insights with others. And right now at DG Bodyworks, I teach fitness classes, spinning and yoga, and also I offer private classes, and in addition to the in-person classes, also online classes as well with meditation and stretch and yoga.
That's awesome. And she's amazing, by the way, just putting that out there. So when did you begin your journey in self-care?
Yeah, that was about 20 years ago when I first noticed the consistent yoga practice that I had. I had just come from a family function, and the 2 hours that it took to drive to visit my family, my husband at the time was complaining about my driving the whole way. And then I had an aunt who mentioned that she looks like I had gained weight. And then I had another person at this family gathering, complain about my children that were running around like wild animals. And the funny thing for me was I left and nothing bothered me. Like I didn't care. And this was the first time that ever happened to me, that I didn't care. And I was like, what's new in my life? Oh, I've started doing yoga and meditation.
That's awesome.
And so I started seeing other different additional changes in my life that have sprinkled through in my relationships and my relationship with myself.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So the services that you provide, you had just mentioned a few, but can you kind of, like, how can people find out about this? I know I'm going to ask a couple things, but with your services that you provide, can you kind of give me an idea of what you do and how people can sign up with you?
Sure. So you can find information about the classes online at dgbodyworks.com. I can also be contacted in person through my email, which is loriwright163@gmail. And I can go to people's homes. As a matter of fact, this week I had somebody who wanted to join a group yoga class, but decided they wanted to have a private session first, just to get them more comfortable. And then I have small groups.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's great. And that way it gives people a little bit more confidence, so that they feel more comfortable being in the group setting.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's funny, you're saying that to me and my brain's going, oh, what a great idea. Because I would take you up on that.
I do groups as well. Yeah. So like we'll have somebody who has a girls' weekend with a bunch of people, and they'll come and do some yoga classes or whatever it is that you're looking for. And I can create a range or variety of different intensity levels based on your group.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember when I took your class last year, your voice is so soothing that, and because she's gonna do a demo after, and you're gonna feel it, because her voice is so soothing that it actually put me, I was like, huh. And it was, I don't know, I'm sure I'm not the only person that's ever said that, but it was so awesome. The class that I took was a yoga and meditation, and it was amazing. And I have a bad back, so she offers a course, actually you can do it from the chair, and that was awesome. So yeah, I love that. And so at this time, do you have a Facebook page? You have an email address, which I'm sure we're going to include at the end. Now, do you do Instagram too? I know you have a couple.
I do. You can find me under Peace Positive Yoga. Okay. In Instagram, and also I'm in two places in Facebook. Okay. Both under DG Bodyworks, but also under Peace Positive Yoga. Oh, okay. Then I will be sharing that as well. So at this time, I did ask Lori, which I think I'm so excited about, but I said, could you give a little demo of chair yoga and something that somebody can do? So absolutely. If you want to join in, Lori's going to give us a demonstration. Thank you. So, and one of the things that I think is important is to know why we're doing this. Right? There's scientific evidence that a mindfulness-based practice helps to reduce aging in the brain. It helps to reduce depression, stress. It gives us a mindfulness presence so that we have that moment of pause before reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love your whole aura.
Thank you.
So, yes.
Okay,
So if you
great.
just want to
I
do
will
a demo,
do the
awesome.
demo. So let's just find a comfortable seated position, and we'll go into a body scan. We'll go into a little bit of breath work, which is really helpful for reducing stress. And then we'll do a couple seated yoga poses so that you can find opportunities to stretch at any time throughout your day. So if it's accessible to you, go ahead and close your eyes, as maybe scooching a little bit either to the front of your chair or even having your back supported will lengthen the spine, and closing the eyes. So just starting with our feet and working our way upward, we can just notice if there's any part of your body that's holding on to any tension, or if there's any adjustments you can make to become 10% more comfortable. We can bring awareness up to the knees, and maybe even thanking our knees today for all the amazing things they do for us on a daily basis. Relaxing the thighs and feeling the support of your chair beneath you. With awareness traveling up your spine and relaxing your upper body, relaxing your shoulders, your arms and hands. As we extend the crown of the head toward the sky, softening all the muscles in your face. And just for this moment, maybe slightly separating your teeth and dropping the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Softening the eyes and even the muscles behind the eyes. Gently scanning the body and noticing if there's any additional tension to let go of, relaxing the shoulders, your cheeks, your forehead. And bringing awareness to your breath. As we feel the breath as it enters in through the nostrils, maybe noticing the breath in the nasal cavity, and following the path of the breath as it travels down into the lower lobes of the lungs. Feeling the lungs fill with air from the bottom, the middle, and the top. As we notice the belly softening on the exhale, we can find our box breathing. So as we inhale, coming to a count of 4, pausing for a count of 4, exhaling for 4, and then pausing for 4 once again. So as we breathe together, inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, pausing 4, 3, 2, 1, inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, pausing 4, 3, 2, 1, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more round. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1. And now letting go of any counting, letting go of any holding. And just once again scanning the body and just noticing how you're feeling at this moment. From here, let's open the eyes and we'll move into our chair yoga poses. Our first movement is going to be seated cat and cow. So the intention of this movement is to lubricate the vertebrae, warm up the core, and wake up the energy centers located along the spine. So essentially, we're rounding the back, tucking the tail, tucking the chin in, and then we'll arch the back in the other direction. So we'll tilt the tailbone back, press the belly forward, the chest, and then with the eyes looking up. Let's go ahead and do a couple rounds, maybe coordinating with your breath. Exhaling to round in our cat pose, and then inhaling to extend in cow. And go ahead and go at your own pace. We all breathe at a different rate, so you might not be going at my pace, but finding a pace that feels organic to you. We can add the shoulders as we round, bringing the shoulders in, and then arching the back, bringing the shoulders back behind. Let's do 2 more sets here, just continuing to lubricate the vertebrae, coordinating with the breath, or going at your own perfect pace, because your pace is the best pace for you. Rounding the back, and then arching the back, lifting the chest. So from here, easing into a one-legged forward fold. The intention here is to reduce any pressure on the lower back, to stretch out the hamstrings. So if you're not already scooched to the front edge of your chair, go ahead and do that. We'll extend our right leg forward, flexing your toe, aiming your knee and toe up toward the sky. Here, stacking the ankle over the knee to make sure that we are safely stacking our joints. And with our hands on the thighs, we'll gently hinge forward. So stopping as soon as you feel enough sensation in either the hamstring or the lower back. And we'll just take a moment here to pause. Maybe returning back to the breath, a nice big inhale and a big exhale. Returning slowly back up, let's switch legs. So extending our left leg forward, toe and knee aiming up toward the sky. Our back is nice and long as we exhale, hinging forward, lowering the chest down over the straight leg. Taking that moment to pause and notice the sensations. So either feeling this in the lower back, feeling this in the hamstring, and just knowing that where you feel it first is where you need it the most. One more nice deep breath in here. One big exhale. Slowly returning back up. So from our forward fold, let's come into a chest expansion. So from here, either reaching back for the back of your chair or interlacing your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest, shoulders down, and looking up. So if there's one stretch throughout your entire day that you're going to do, this is the one. We spend so much of our day rounding over, checking email, texting, driving, that we have been putting so much pressure on the back of our neck and on our upper back that our posture is not very good. It's very challenged. So as we balance that out, as we stretch here, lift the chest, looking up, squeezing the shoulder blades back behind, taking a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, gently easing out of this. Our next stretch. So we'll have 5 stretches today. So this is number 4, our outer hip stretch. This is pigeon, our seated pigeon pose, and I'll offer a couple different options if you're taking care of your knee today. Option number 1 is to cross your right leg over the left, and then we'll hinge forward. So we want to feel that opening in the outer hip. If your knee feels fantastic, you can go ahead and bring your ankle to opposite knee. Feel that opening through the hip. A nice deep breath in, exhaling, hinging forward. Just releasing tension through that piriformis. We're just going to pause here and breathe. Nice deep breath in, big exhale. Noticing without any judgments, because every day we have a different body. So whether or not you've exercised, what you've taken in nutritionally, how well you slept, if there's a part of your body that needs healing, or if you have anything weighing on your heart or in your head, that will affect all of your movement activities. So we're finding compassion for the body that we have today. Let's return back up and we'll switch legs. So ankle to opposite knee, flexing the foot to stabilize the knee, or choosing the opportunity to cross at the ankles. So the intention is to feel that opening in the outer hip. A nice deep breath in, exhaling, hinging forward. Again, noticing your breath and noticing the sensations of the stretch. Let's return back up. And that stretch is great for anybody who does a lot of sitting throughout your day or driving, or maybe you've had a day where you were more active. You might be sore through the hips as well. Here comes spinal twist, our last stretch. So taking a deep breath in, exhaling, let's twist to the right side, taking your left hand on the outside of the right thigh. A deep breath in, exhaling, twisting belly, chest, shoulders, and neck. Gazing for the wall behind you. Inhaling, returning back to center. Exhaling, let's twist to the left. Right hand on the left thigh, lengthening tall, always creating that space in that spine, and then rotating, looking for the wall behind you. Slowly returning back to center. And let's just finish up with a couple shoulder rolls, releasing tension in the upper back and shoulders. Noticing how you're feeling today. And let's take a nice deep breath in and a big exhale. Great. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you feel a little bit better.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. I feel, ironically, didn't sleep well last night, but I've been battling a sinus thing because I'm not a big fan of antibiotics. And so I was a little off some sleep, feeling a little, and I don't usually drink a lot of coffee, so I was a little, jacking. And I'm like, okay, I feel kind of relaxed and this feels good. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much, because doing self-care, I had shared with Lori probably about a year ago when I first started chatting with you. We all have gone through a lot, especially with COVID. We're in a different time now, and everybody handles stress different. And I remember when I reached out to you and we chatted, I shared some stuff, and self-care is huge, huge. And I can already tell, like I was just saying, how I was feeling. And now I'm like, okay, it does. And it was a quick thing. But you deserve that time. You deserve that time to take care of yourself. And I appreciate you so much sharing that. Thank you so much for joining me. And it's funny because as she's doing stuff, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Because I have a group of girls, we get together once a month, and we're called the FBC group. And I said, I'm going to have her come and do a little yoga. We can do a juice bar and have some tea. And I think that's a great idea. So, I look forward to working with you in the future. And, again, continue at, one of your classes. And if you want to reach Lori, sign up for her classes. We will have all the information below that you will be able to see. And so again, I thank you so much for coming in. It means a lot to me. And for everyone out there, Happy New Year. Make 2023 the best, because we all deserve it. It's been some rocky times, but I say 23, it's all me. But, make it a good one. And every day, every single day, no matter who you are, you get a chance with a fresh slate. You didn't like the way yesterday worked, didn't work for you, erase it, do it again. Don't be so hard on yourself, because what Lori was sharing earlier, self-talk can also be damaging too, but make it positive. That's, that's one thing, no matter where you're at in your world, a quick stretches, positive self-talk, because we all need that. So thank you so much.
Self-care can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You could take an afternoon for yourself. You could take a full day's break. You could take a weekend or a week. And
I love that.
It's really important to do a combination of those.
I actually was working, I'm not shy to say this, but I was working with a therapist, and she goes, Paula, just take the weekend. A lot has gone on. If you don't get out of bed and just watch movies all weekend, I'm like, alrighty then. Yeah. It's not that I needed permission, but I was like, many times we feel guilty. And I'm like, no. So I watched a lot of chick flicks one weekend, and I felt really good. Right. So my husband's like, are we going to do anything? I'm like, I'm doing this, so you can join me, but it makes a huge difference. So please take care of yourself and make 23 about you, but I call 23 about me. But again, thank you for joining me, and Happy New Year, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day. Bye.